their API changes. So basically never. Anyways, we're drawing a Slorb. Slorb is short for slime orb. The note said Slorb, so I'm checking to see what that's about. It's a slime orb. It's a cat slime orb. Slorby morph. Dioxins? Oh my god, think of the six months of tier 1, you sweet bean. That's really sweet of you. Enjoy the effort in the emotes. That is, okay, I'm it's like already? Goodness gracious. But no, I do lurk in your streams, occasionally, Diaxo. So I was well aware of who you were, before you stopped by, but I'm running through, folks through Last Train of Werntown. Oh god. Puppy. A locking chaos flirting in chat. Gadget? Yeah, it's Gadget. I need to figure out what I'm doing. Because he did give me 2 refs for very, very different characters. And I'm like, I could do like the cat slime from Slime Rancher. Oh my god, not the chicken. I hate that. So can you need to figure out what I'm doing though? Same. Like what am I doing today? Is a question I answer or ask myself probably far more than I should have to. What's up, Crisp?
Starkey, I beg of you, please play Deltarune Chapter 3. There is a character I want to fanboy over for 67 hours, but alas I can't as no one I know has played Chapter 3 yet.
Would you like a fun fact? Go for it. I can fly in their text, but this way I can embarrass them. I respect that. At ease. Feel free to flirt with them all you want in the chat. But no. So the problem with playing Deltarune is I would need to play parts 1 and 2 again. Because I did those on Switch, and I'm pretty sure there's no way for me to transfer over my save file from my Switch to PC. And I don't know if the game's fully being brought out on Switch at this rate. Fucking Tanuki Slimes are... yeah, the Tanuki Slimes are adorable. I almost kind of want to do that. Here, let me... I guess I could probably, like, message him. So I got a food question for you. Go for it. Here, let me see if I can message him. You can import save files. You just find a nice one online, and you should be able to get nice chapter 1+2 completed save. Okay, that's fair. Considering I basically 100%ed both of the sections, and I did the peaceful route on both of them. Was the most recent food you purchased from a food truck or a street vendor? I think that probably would have been at MFF. I think it was probably at MFF, because there's the food trucks that stop outside the MFF hotel. I think it was like, what was it? It was like kebab fries or something to that effect. I believe that was the, I mean, either way. Chris, get the banana. So yeah, I could have reasonably, like, go grab some save files in line. What are kebab fries? So it was basically fries with kebab meat. No, it was like gyro fries. So it was basically like fries, but with gyro toppings. So like, you know, the meat they have. Bosk! Oh my god, welcome on in, haters! Good at ya! Oh my god, welcome on in, Bosk! How you doing, you sweet bean? Can you show for Bosk? Oh, hold a moment, I gotta pause the music real quick. Welcome on in! For those who don't know, I'm starting to work to get chaos credit the internet. Anyways, bird. But yeah, what were you up to? Were you working on were you working on MicroStream RPG? For those who don't know, Bosk is the creator of MicroStream RPG, which you might have seen a lot of places all over Twitch. Pixel Warren Corner, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Bird, how are the fries? The fries are pretty good. Giri Dance is already at plus 99 points by book. Yeah, work out the companion app a bit more. Heck yeah. I definitely because I bought it. And I just have had no free time to implement it on stream. Which is like how a substantial number of stream upgrades are currently sitting. Where like I have the materials, I just need the free time to be like, how in the fuck am I gonna implement this? But yeah, no, I highly recommend it if you are a streamer. MicroStream RPG is great. It's like a great way to like, you know, encourage like chat like interaction and cooperation. And I definitely know a lot of people are like absolutely smitten with the game, and I think you did a great job with it. Starkey, what? Didn't know MFF had food trucks? They do. I think Panda's doing laundry now. Well, if you got a lurk, I completely understand. Lurkers are the backbone of Twitch, so. Or I have pandas doing laundry. Do you just have like servant pandas? Because if so, that's gotta be handy. A good food truck is a goated opportunity. I love food trucks. Food trucks are also like universally way more expensive than I'm willing to pay for. No, I have an indie game that's just pandas doing laundry. Oh my god. Okay. That's actually kind of adorable. Oh wait, like you made an indie game yourself as well? I'm gonna lurk as well. Gotta go take the kitties outside again and get something to munch on. All good. Thank you for stopping by and bringing everyone over. I'll be sure to take good care of your community. Currently, we are working on no, not that talent. Oh, so it's just something you play. But, so we have a redeem called Orb. Basically where I grab your Sona and I grip them, and then I force the orb juice into them, that turns you into an orb. Hold up, I got the previous orb up. This is Ilianos, who is a regular in the community, whose Sona is as quoted just a generic fox, but I've orbified the fox. It is a 4, but now it's called Baba's Cozy Laundromat. I just started using it Saturday. The Orbinator.
There where people actually make you do planning poker, where you pick cards in t-shirt sizes to determine how many story
I've
points
fucking
a task
heard
is worth,
tale
where
of
you
planning
can discuss
poker.
how much time a task would take before making a gyro ticket.
Kasai, I think you might be
Also,
triggering a lock.
No tech were allowed to weigh in.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. That therein lies the problem with all of those time planning things, is that the people who actually weren't involved with actually implementing the fix themselves are given a voice. It reminds me of the story of the one of my favorite stories to come from the nuclear experiments during World War II. I'm gonna go lie down now in a puddle to make this talk stop. Kas, I apologize to Locke. Starkey Date Everything launches this week. I've heard. I might be willing to give Date Everything a try. But no, it reminds me of a story I remember hearing coming out of World War II, the nuclear experiments, the Manhattan Project. My dreams were devoted to solving tickets. That's probably a sign of severe, trauma. I'm gonna be honest with you. But how many story points would it take in t-shirt sizes to schedule a meeting like and apologize to you? Shut up. Locke, if you want me, I can time out Kasai for that. But so when the Manhattan Project was getting worked on, Kasai, you're actually inciting a trauma response. I want you to be aware of that, Kasai. I have 60 hours of meetings is fucking insanity. Holy shit. Anyways, brain. So the Manhattan, I need to finish the story. I need to finish the thought. Chat, you can't keep distracting me. Oh, come on, Canopus. Glad to be Sweet Bean. So this is hearsay. I want to say that there are actually valid there are valid like people have mentioned it before. Um that like quick, keep distracting Starkey. God damn it. Like this is something that's been corroborated rather. Um it's been corroborated by multiple people who worked on the Manhattan Project that the process of designing the nuclear weaponry went very smoothly. The thing that took the fucking longest was what color to paint the shed that they stayed in when the bomb went off. What's up, Chris?
All right, democracy time. Decide wait for yes votes already.
I made a mistake. It was publicly knowledgeable and filled in for my boss. I was publicly... No, you fool! I'm gonna eat this big old edible and become mindless. Understandable. I don't blame you. And enjoy no thought time. But no. But like the thing that took the longest with the Manhattan Project was just all of the bullshit where like people who didn't actually like weren't knowledgeable enough to have a formed opinion. I apologize in advance if I text you something absolutely incoherent. No, I don't go for it. you know, feel free. Because I'm about to send a text, like I'm about to send a blue sky a skeet after stream. It's gonna be like one of my most incoherent sentences of all time. All right, please make a Jared ticket on timing me off before you start that task. All right, you know what? No, hold up. I'm taking the initiative. I'm sorry, Kasai, but you've earned this. You've earned this. There we go. 5 minutes. Welcome on NPC. Glad to have you, sweeping. The brownie is supposed. Oh god! What the fuck? 300 milligrams. I'm not getting my numbers right. Like 50 milligrams is like a reasonable like weed dose, right? That's like a pretty like serious dose, and I'm not like. I need to obliterate the tickets. I mean, fair enough, but you're gonna be delivering those tickets to God himself. Like God himself will be checking off those tickets. Sounds about right. I work in the civil service, and the strangest reasons hold things up enormously. Cause it's just like I wish people who didn't know what they were talking about would shut the fuck up. That's like every single time. Which like I'm lucky because in most of my meetings the people like know what they're talking about, which means I really don't have to be involved. Like in the vast majority of my meetings in my current place, I literally just like zone out and play chess on my phone. I mean, I'm starting with a quarter. Then we'll see. Okay, fair enough. That's more reasonable. I appreciate you for doing that, because it actually scared me a little bit to hear 300 milligrams in like instantly. It's not my first register. I know, but like I also worry. Sounds about right. I work in the civil, but no. Oh, thank you for the save and the hydrate and the stretch. But no, like, I just like I feel like I do think it's a bit more of like a problem at like I think it's like it is in my mind like the example and like the failure of like middle management, and that's kind of why I'm like I actually wonder what society would be like if middle managers didn't exist. Because like they are like maybe the single like biggest drain on resources and time. My favorite was we spent years developing something based on the opinion of a subject matter expert only for the final product not to be compliant with the law. Wait, how the fuck? Imagine a life where we have access to healthcare. I mean, I'm trying to move to Canada so I can have that life. Like, how the fuck? Like, okay, I'm so deeply curious how that fucking happens. Because like at no point did a single like okay, I'm assuming that like if it's a startup, even startups have legal teams. Even startups have like teams of like legal experts to be like, okay, you can do this, you can't do this. How the fuck did no lawyer be like, yeah, okay, this is like in huge violation of like several laws? Teams, Starkey. We had one lawyer. Okay. But even then, even a single lawyer, like it's like, okay, how is this are you so heavily under hiring like bar representation that like that single lawyer is so loaded down with bullshit where he can't tell you that the thing you've been working on for like a year is criminal? He negotiated himself out of a job when the company is sold. Oh my god. You should have consulted Phoenix Wright. I'll be honest with you. I do think it's a touch of a red flag. If a company, like, if a company does have like that, like, well, I guess it's like it's the difference between like various sizes of companies, if that makes sense. I feel like for a small company, it's like, okay, if you don't have like a legal team, that's whatever. If you're like a medium-sized company and you only have like a single person, that's like maybe reasonable depending on like what you do. Having a lawyer and having a competent legal advisor are two different things. Fair enough. So what happens when you constantly change managers and everyone basically convinces themselves they were doing what they were doing in the review notes? That's like such a... Because I've worked in a startup before, and like, you know, it wasn't, all things considered, working in a startup wasn't that bad. Except for... I'm sorry, I got flashbanged by fireflies, which this is, oh god, what is this fucking mashup? Yeah, I heard that timeout. Yeah, there you go. I'm not afraid to do it again if you try to talk about whatever the fuck again. I will send you to Jesus. Oh, it hurts. Oh, Fireflies X Nickelback is maybe the single most criminal thing. That is 100%. That is fucking that is you put peanut butter in my mayonnaise is what you did there by putting fucking Nickelback with Fireflies. So when one of the senior civil servants finally read the review note, they were like, half of this was never authorized by the exchequer, the ministers. Oh my god. Oh wait, I just realized, yeah, it's because you mentioned that was at a civil. Oh god. Yeah, that's even worse. So yeah, I was taught what a linked list was. I'm sorry for your trauma, but that doesn't excuse what you've done. I also know what a linked list is, and I had to pay to experience that kind of bullshit. Trauma. Yes, learning what a linked list is intrinsically a form of trauma. Perform a binary search on a linked list. Wait, what the fuck? I mean, is it singly linked? Is it singly linked or doubly linked? You know what? I don't fucking care. If I get called by a fucking place where they're like, hey, can you do this for like, you know, I wasn't traumatized, Turkey, I was awakened. But the point still stands. It doesn't excuse what you've done. Now, Starkey, give away the first question. I'm just here in my little corner of this weird shit. The big thing is like, why the okay. Can I talk about something that like let me demystify a little bit of data structures for y'all. I've been programming professionally now for like going on 4 years. I've never once, not a single time, used a linked list. Not a once. I've used stacks, queues, and arrays, but not a single time has the linked list ever been a useful or usable feature. Welcome on, Shadrock. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can you shout for Shraw? Starkey, can you make a mod? Like a mod for what? Interview question for you, Starkey. Write an efficient heap sort algorithm? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, why are you like this? What? What? That's weird. I don't know why that's... Thanks, Twitch API. I really appreciate that. It's very cool of you. Don't laugh too soon, Shraw. You still got shouted out. Because my pain must spread. I'm gonna use my mind. The link is still there. Am I a mod? You are a mod for me. Each time I shout out, I will slowly dismantle your stream from within. Remod that I did. They are remodded. What? Okay, here. Let me try it again. Since apparently Twitch is being fucky wucky. Okay, real quick, because fucking like it did actually, like, I'm pinning this real quick just to prove a point. It did actually. I forgot about. There we go. Kill. Why the fuck? I'm gonna make fucking lose it. Why is everything broken? Twitch. It's 100% Twitch's fault. Okay, hold up a moment. Let me check Streambot real quick to see if it's disconnected as well. It has. Small indie company makes millions of... Actually, we don't really know how much Twitch makes, but small indie company that can't fix their goddamn API. It's me, I'm sorry. It's because... No, I was having this issue yesterday. Let's see if this breaks anything. Why would you... Why are you trying to break things? I have to like now babysit all... Yeah, of course it breaks things, because like I said, StreamerBot isn't connected. This sorry, real. I need to give you classes on like active listening. Like we need to give you active listening classes. Shadraw, you also need active listening classes. Look at my well, then happy birthday, Aether! Can we shout out for Aether? It's Aether's birthday, I'm pretty sure. I saw your going live message earlier. You are not free. You're not free of my eyes. Can't read or listen. No Borb. Yeah, everything's broken. Everything's broken forever. Or until Twitch defucks itself. I hate to say it, but there really is nothing I can do about it, because it is very deeply a Twitch issue. Yep. I literally, like, I looked away, I looked back, I'm not even a full minute later, and StreamBot has already disconnected. Starkey, a customer wants me to just write a new feature for them, despite me telling them multiple times that not only is the feature not aligned with our roadmap, and that we don't want features for individual institutions, I also don't make features. That's when you hit him with the corporate equivalent of, bitch, can you fucking read, by saying, as per our last messages. I heard Twitch was having some really bad API issues lately. Oh, yeah, it's real bad, low-key.
Where the rats? Starkey, I may be unable to read, but I still read better than at least 65% of Americans.
That's depressing. Beakabot's the only thing that's not having issues. What the fuck is Beakabot doing, or it's not having any issues?
Learning about linked lists to accidentally stumble into group theory type stuff and somehow...
Oh, group theory.
Data type.
Group theory is genuinely fascinating.
This is I'm going to hurt people with my code.
Per your company's contract. Per your company's contract with our services. We can't make this for you. Also, go fuck yourself. What's going on besides the world being on fire? I know they're per service TOS provided. Fuck you. They rolled out an API change, and I'm assuming in classical Twitch fashion, it went about as well as you could reasonably expect. It's just like a little. So I hear me all this talk about work, and I'm like, ha, at least financial aid is fine. It's not fine. The systems at play currently are very, very deeply broken and benefit exclusively the ultra wealthy. So you're not in the wrong for feeling like everything is broken and fucked up. It's because everything is broken and fucked up. Why is no one responding at 3 a.m. on a Sunday? Well, if you look at that section of your contract that says support hours and obligations, you see that no one works at that time. Here's the thing: the mistake you've made, Locke, is that you expect the people the people who've hired your company, you expect the people who've like written out legal paperwork. You think you in your foolish hubris, you think that they can read. You think that they can read, and you also think that they think that the rules apply to them when they are a precious little uwu soft bean whom everyone must bend over backwards for. I could never do customer support. I can't do customer support, and I can't do any kind of job where I'm forced to deal with dumb fucks because I'm 100% gonna be too honest. I'm just gonna be like, okay, here. I'm just gonna be like, hey, chat, Starkey has murdered me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did a customer support for a while and I was dying. The only way I would ever do customer support, because I couldn't even do like Dig's Last Resort, because I would feel bad being an asshole 24/7. The only way I could do customer support is if I get like a carte blanche to be like, okay, if they message me the same thing 3 times, I'm allowed to chew them out. That's like I'm allowed to say whatever I want and you can't fire me for it. Like that is what that like I need that like tied to my contract in order to work a customer support role. Because otherwise there's not a shot in hell. Okay, Starkey, agree to the congrats, you work for me now. I mean, listen, low key. Because as much as I'm trying to relocate to Canada, having a remote job is actually like really great for that because it just means I can work wherever, and I could just be like, "Hey, Canada, I have a job that I can work. Like, I can work at that job inside of you. Can I come in now?" Y'all heard him, chat. That was a verbal contract. I'll say I'd probably be employee of the month in the customer support role. I spent so much time finding redacted for Sariel so they can gush about redacted. I respect that. I appreciate that. Listen, if only contracts were that easy. A verbal contract is just as binding as any other fun legal fact. Well, okay, it is just as binding as any other, but it is significantly harder to enforce. Because there needs to be some kind of recording of it. If you have proof, of course, yeah. There we go. Good thing this is a broadcast and recorded, exactly. I guess to be fair, yeah, that would at that point be like you know, it would actually be like an actionable thing, wouldn't it? Sue his ass? What do you mean sue my ass? I haven't breached contract. I haven't breached a verbal contract. Can we make Starkey an actionable thing? I mean, it depends. It depends on availability, mostly. Availability and honestly comfort levels. That's the 2 things. I have a lot of friends that'd be like, yeah, I could do a casual action with the me when I casually action my friends. A Starkey an action item. I would prefer not to be described as thus. I would consider that to be harassment, to be perfectly honest. All right, perfect. Welcome on, Razumari. Go to have you, sweet bean. Imagine take Starkey to a nice dinner, though. That would be nice. I still have like in my mind like what my ideal first date would be, and it's basically just going to Hot Pot. What's up, Chris?
Starkey, sir, may I have your expressed permission to chew out this waste of space we have in our customer service call? It's the same person as last time. Unfortunately, we do not carry gold oxide as that shit can't exist without exploding, like violently.
Feel free to hit him with the I am the manager. I give you managerial rights just to use the phrase I am the manager when responding. Welcome. Oh, hey, there's even the 7th stream, Streaky Sweet Bean. My roommate took me to this rather nice hot pot that is all you can eat for $35, and it's actually pretty fucking good. I love hot pot. Their dates were always an interesting idea. Like, if I want to eat, nothing else. Let me just try having that. We spent so much on hot pot. When you visited our It was when Chaos visited you, presumably. Another furry is also doing hot pot, furry hot pot era. Also, Razu, I did notice a very specific noodle dragon that's now the banner on for Affinity. Or I was just saying, making Starkey say how wonderful a person they are. Almost no one can make that happen. That is a feat that is reserved for a very select few. So it's a good thing I make money because we spend a chunk with visiting Chaos, but I gotta pamper the pup. Fair enough. I respect it. I also appreciate it. Chaos deserves pampering. They are very sweet. This sure is content. Derogatory. I very specifically save content for shit that I use derogatorily now. I now try to refer to the specific medium that it is using now. Hey, good eye. Yeah, me and other staffs wanted to appear and say hello, so wish everyone a happy Pride and be happy with who you are, and not to let anyone put you down over it, for sure. I'm sure the staff have been... I can't imagine that there's been anyone who's been trying shit. After what happened to the guy who hacked for Affinity, where he pissed off the two like most tech specific entities, or rather, he pissed off furries who are very tech savvy, and then he pissed off Kiwi farms who will ruin your life. Kiwi farms will just ruin your life. Why would you do that? But yeah, no. I'm the place right now where I'm just like, some platonic affection would be appreciated, I suppose. Can you listen to the next few minutes of a too long to fit in this queue? What song? Because that does make me apprehensive. Some people just don't know what hubris is. Platonic affection is a power source for me. Affection, you say? Hi. I mean, I think the big thing for what song indeed. So this song I think is a Doctor Who reference. What's up, Chris?
Can I force Kasai to play League of Legends?
If he makes one more reference to Jira, planning poker, and shirt sizes, yes. Yes, and he has to play support. that's the moment where it's like, yes, and Bailiff smack his pee-pee and also rip off his testicles. It is. Why do I always start with the most random features? Oh god, Jira. Yeah, we're not doing that nonsense again. I don't think they hacked the site itself. I managed to do something. Oh, man in the middle. I believe it. I am also sorry to all the new people who are hanging out here for the first time from the debt raid. Open song request does mean that people occasionally put in cupcake remixes. I DM'd you the song, Starkey. The music that makes you poop. Don't play the brown note on stream, please. I'm all right. I'll admit I'm morbidly curious. Every part of my body is saying that this is a bad idea, but also this is definitely bloopcore if I've ever heard bloopcore. This is what the music video is. So hold a moment. I actually have the perfect image to go along with this audio. Is this the Seabat of poop music? Please tell me I can find this image because it's very specific, and I think Kusa shared it with me. This is a dangerous image search. Yep. Starkey, did you remember to re-enable the redeems after Expedition 3? Everything's broken, so it's fine. I can't find it. Shoot, I can't find it. This is just a loop. It's working. So the problem is, Twitch API is broken everything, so it's not even worth re-enabling anything. Because, like, it'll just break again. Thanks, Twitch. Really cool. Anyways, I can't listen to this for... Who can listen to that for 10 minutes? Stark, you should look up Scatman. What is the... Roman holidays. I actually didn't recognize the source material. I don't know if that makes me uncultured or what. Wait, I feel like I remember Roman holiday. Trust me, the results are good. Just make sure to add song and turn safe search on. I will never turn safe search on. I will suffer. I will suffer because knowledge gained is knowledge sustained. That doesn't mean anything. But I'd like to think that it means something. I do love a good Scatman song though. Starkey, people made so many memes with the original Roman holiday. Starkey, I beg of you to consider alternate definitions of scat. No, here's the thing. I already did it. I already saw images. A truly uncultured are usually red. You have to remember, child of a nurse. I've seen every single fucked up, bizarre, awful thing there is out there to see. Like, for me, I just view it as, like, autonomous bodily processes. That's, like, I'm just like, this is just the machine. This is the human machine working as intended. I have a rack sona for a reason, because you've looked through the garbage. No, wait, it's because you have an inflation fetish? Or, sorry, inflation kink. That is the stereotype for raccoon sonas, and I think there's exactly one raccoon sona I know of, who that doesn't fit in, like that doesn't fit as a description for. Since when? I I know of off the top of my head 5 or 6 different raccoon sonas, all of whom are into inflation. And most of them are fully direct and forward about it. So like I could actually name names and they wouldn't care. Tea leaf, that wasn't even on the list. They weren't even on the list. What is this about relatively decline in domestic economic purchasing power? I mean, I am into the hyperinflation of the US dollar. Whenever Raccoon Sona saw a rise in popularity after the Indigo Park came out, the effects of the economy on the furry fandom, not that kind of inflation. God, I'm creaming. Mods, feed Shadra British food for 10 seconds. No, please, no. Such comrades in chat. 10 seconds, mod. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for Clockwork Oranging him for 10 seconds. That's what happens to the Clockwork Orange, right? He gets his eyes forced open so he has to see the food that he's eating. I'm sorry, England, but you will never outlive. As long as England exists as a concept, I'm pretty sure you will never outlive the memes about your food. Came back British. I ate a single bean on toast and I came back British. What the fuck? that's not even a British accent. What's wrong with the British food? It is, so the British food is a little bit of a meme here in the United States. Because there's an entire genre of video about British people coming to the United States and being like, this doesn't look that good, and they bite into it and they're like, oh my god, what is this? There's so much flavor here. I love the one of the 2 British guys who go to like a southern barbecue place and they like they order ribs. And they're like about to tuck into these ribs with a knife and a fork. And the owner of the restaurant comes out, is like, no. Nah, I know that you're probably new to this, but you can't eat a rack of ribs with a knife and a fork. I'm sorry, let me stop you right there. And like they looked deeply concerned. They looked like they were about to be attacked. Which, like, they are in America, so, like, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think it's necessarily that unfounded a response. But no, like, the guy was like, okay, here's the, like, wet cloths you use to wash your hands after you bite into the ribs. Ain't no way your ass about to dig into these here ribs with utensils. I get it, must be the lack of high fructose corn syrup and carcinogens. You can make the jokes about the United States food all you want, but the UK food is a joke around the whole world. I need, okay, hold up a moment, because I need to fucking show y'all. Can I find, yes, British Chinese food. I need to show you all British Chinese food. This British Chinese food is like, this is British Chinese food. I promise I won't shit on it's just noodles and water. Nope. It is, what the ever-loving fuck is that? I'm so sorry to put Britain on blast. But yeah, apparently every Chinese place in the UK offers French fries and curry sauce. And yeah, this is apparently a trend because this, like, actually, like, as outside of the fries, which like aren't supposed to be there, the like the you know, The like garlic chicken on the right doesn't look that bad. I don't know what the fuck's going on in the upper hand right though. I'm feeling the brownie is sooner than expected. Are the owners of those Chinese? Yeah, no. The owners of these places are themselves Chinese. Oh yeah, that's right. There's an entire fucking article. I'm sorry. To be honest, Chippies also offer chips and curry sauce. But no, like because when you see like Chinese food here in the States, it like you'll like this stuff does seem like a little it's very like throw me off energy. Those things start to get distracted. Cause like this is the British Chinese takeaway, a Chinese we should say. Wait. It's okay to say Britain is crap if you're British, and the nebulous rulebook of shitting on something, taking the piss out of your home country, falls into the same category as calling a sibling a dickhead. Fine for family members, but off limits for everyone else. Sure, the UK isn't exactly one big happy family at the moment, and yes, there are a long list of legitimate reasons for the rest of the world to have a dig at us, but some things are off limits. Some things, in fact, are so outrageously offensive they have the power to unite our divided nation, all in the name of defending our precious traditions against venomous hate speech. Stark, you should look up grody dick if you want to see British food. Okay, no, because this is the shit I saw. Hold up, because thanks. Thank you. Traditions? What? That's a lot of sauce, girl. Where's the fuck? Oh my god. I've not watched this video before. I just recognized the person. This is your first time seeing British Chinese food? No, I brought it up because I remembered I saw videos about it. It's awful. Like, can we show for marshmallows? Welcome on in, Marsh. Gotta have you, sweet pea. Don't want to bathe in this sauce. I'm about to feel bad on behalf of my whole country. A little bit. I'm sorry. Listen. I think a part of why it's fun to make fun of British food is because it is like the one thing that gets British people actually mad. Like, we give Britain all of the shit in the world for like the genuinely awful stuff it's done, and Britain, English people are like, yeah, whatever. And then we make fun of their food and they get pissed. Whoa, oh god, wait, that looks raw. Marsh, when you get, oh yeah, that's right, we need to dig it up with 2 color at some point. Salt and pepper, we see and we do not judge. I'm judging a little bit. I'll judge for you. That's a lot of, it is a lot of food. This is multiple meals, right? Oh no, we judge. Welcome on in, Dick. Let out you sleep because you have for dead as well. That's crispy beef? I got stomach for a moment there. What do you mean that's crispy? What's crispy about it? What? Okay, so it's like fried chicken, right? That. Oh god. Oh. Mixing sweet and sour and curry sauce is like, so that's the nuggets you get. I'm assuming so. What? Oh my god. Okay, that one got me a little mad. Why? It's just cabbage. I believe most Brits get annoyed about the criticism of our food because everyone focuses on the terrible food means when British food actually has come leaps and bounds for the last 4 years. Oh, for sure. But it's also like still subpar, I think is part of the problem. It's like it's one of those things where it's like the reason that people come to visit England is for the culture and the history. And seaweed of cabbage is one of those Uncle Top of the pub said. Like here's the thing. Americans do weird shit with Asian food all the time. The California roll is like genuinely a fucking sin. I have to apologize to Jamie. I have to apologize for Jamie Oliver. Yeah, okay. Let me move to the side. I'm sorry. Hold up a moment. We're getting hit by the ads. We run through a bunch of ads every hour to turn off pre-rolls so people don't have to deal with ads as soon as they join the stream. Please. This is an impassioned, I beg of you, England, stop exporting your bastards. I beg of you. I beg of you. Stop giving us the fucking stop sending out the murder doctors or the anti-vaxxer doctors. Stop giving us Jamie Olivers. We don't fucking want them, then throw them in prison. The rest of the world is not your prison colony anymore. It's okay. Here's the thing. At least sacrifice them to the ocean. The ocean is no, you have to keep James Corden. But also do know that this is all good-hearted ribbing for all of the shit I am giving the UK, because I'm of the honest opinion that I don't think I would enjoy my time in the UK because of the food, or I would need to eat consistently fish and chips and very little else. I do appreciate that, for a lot of people, it's a cultural thing. Yeah, it's banter. Okay, good. I'm glad that came across. Welcome on Ed's team. It's good to have you, Sweet Bean. Because, I would love to visit the UK at some point for, fish and chips, a full English, because I do enjoy a full English breakfast. But, I don't think I would want to live there, and I think the food quality is my biggest breaking point. Oh yes, England. But no, one of my friends is joking about buying, basically moving all of our American friends out to Ireland and forming a commune. And the one point she's admitted is if we do that, we really can't eat out. Because she's been to Ireland. She lived in Ireland for a number of months while on a school trip. So she knows. I'll give you a full English breakfast and tea time, I believe, are the major things that would be appealing to me in regards to English food culture. We're drawing a heckin' good boy. Welcome on in, Daz. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Yeah, we're currently drawing Gadget, whom is very sussy and very sweet cat. I'd love to drink some really nice tea, though. I think, I would love to drink more tea. I think the big thing is tea is no longer a luxury of product. Also, give me a shout out for Dazarus. Dazarus, heckin' super sweet, very thick cobalt. Tea in America, I consider almost it's no longer a luxury of. My two choices is the Twinings English breakfast. I've been told by my friends that apparently we are a Thai food tea family, and that is my informed opinion. That is the extent of my information on the opinion. Well, come on, Brianna, I can DA. Glad to have you, sweet. You can show for DA. Based on the directness of her telling me that, I'm assuming that Thai food tea Twinings is pronounced Twinings. Okay. I'm assuming that Taifu tea probably is like, it's like the same thing, because I remember being in a conversation with someone who's like, Jaffa cakes are biscuits, not cakes, and the way he said it made it very clear that there was like some culture war that was happening. Honestly, I enjoy the UK's rubber shops. That's fair. I love Jaffa cakes. Jaffa cakes are really, really good. I'm filled with Swiss chew. Best of luck finding a Swiss chew. I think that's your next goal. There's also tax implications if something is a cake or a biscuit. Oh, okay. God, I miss having like that level of politics. I miss when politics were that boring. I miss politics being so fucking boring, where like there's a very earnest, very serious, angry discussion about, oh, it's a cake and not a biscuit, or it's cake and not a biscuit. I think it's similar to the Subway bread as a cake thing. Okay, I miss when it wasn't interesting. And yeah, I would like hello yes, universe, please stop having me live through interesting times. I'm very tired. I'm sick and tired of interesting times. Look, boring politics requires a thing to work properly. Free from ads. Welcome on, Dazzy. Glad to have you. How you holding up, you sweet bean? I'm very tired. Please stop. God, I'm very tired. Please stop. Famously, Jaffa cakes wanted to be classified as a cake because they would be exempt from sales tax, but the government wanted them to be biscuits because they could tax them. Doing good. Glad to hear it. I think I also need to probably bring this little lip thing down. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Gonna try and get some to enjoy some games and such. Will lurk for sure. Thank you for hanging out, you sweet bean, and happy birthday again. Oh shoot! Hold up a moment before you go. Before you go, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Yeah, that's technically how it's pronounced, but happy birthday, Ether. Rats. I love it's your birthday dot today is one of the best things on the internet. If you're looking for a Switch 2, can you do my you can do my method of finding a Switch 2 and poop in more Walmarts? That would require me to go into a Walmart though. Ew. I don't want to do that. So they have to marry Populus and be like, what do you mean you don't have basic human rights? I'm just like, here's the thing. I think that things will work out here. I'm also fucking exhausted, I think is more or less where I'm at. And I just want out, man. But happy birthday. Go have a wonderful evening. I think a lot of people are wanting out. Yeah. I'm hoping that Canada, because Canada has referenced doing like an austerity program, basically to be like, Starkey, the Brazilians have long discarded the horrors of American cuisine here. What in God's name is this? Oh, this is 2 minutes. All right, I guess we're doing this. I'm concerned. Brazilian food brings two energies to the table. Brazilian food is either delicious or like actually like they're trying to commit a hate crime against whatever food, like whatever nation they're copying food from. That is the two energies that Brazil brings to the function in regards to cooking. Why is the music so... What? Don't worry, that's absolutely American Hands. This is not what they mean when they call a turkey a butterball. That's too much butter. Oh no, I'm 100% with you. It's you're putting too much butter. It's entirely with limes. Add butter, add eggs, add butter, add butter, add butter, add butter. Lime is actually criminal. This is not butter. This is not how you make a butter chicken. What are you watching? Welcome on East. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. This is a Brazilian lady reacting to American rage bait cooking. Welcome on in, Corvette Bubbles. Can we get a shout out for Yinsid and one for Corvette Bubble as well? Americans have no place criticizing UK food when 80% of the recipe is masked by... No, this is rage bait. That's the thing. No American actually eats like this. I promise you. This is rage bait to get people pissed off on the internet. I refuse to believe that. If like this something Papa would show chat. I promise you 95% of Americans are too lazy to cook a whole fucking chicken. Yeah, why would I ever make a whole fucking chicken? I'm just gonna get breasts and make something with those, because that's the part that I really want. I don't know, I've seen some pretty fucking weird people in America. Yeah, but those are the exception rather than the rule. That's like fucking... That's people in Deliverance, where like they've never interacted with like another human being who hasn't been like... Who isn't like at least like three bloodlines related. You guys don't cook a whole chicken, it's delicious. We do, but it's also a huge pain in the ass. I'm Sailor Man, I cannot consume a whole chicken. But no, this is rage bait. I just realized this was playing in the background. This was the menacing music. I was like, what the fuck's this? At least three bloodlines related. Here. Let me get you what my cooking. Let me pull up my cooking. So that way I can show you that Americans actually do eat properly. Because I forgot to post it, but I did make an incredibly aesthetic meal recently. I spooped Starkey. I mean, the music was appropriate. You're not wrong. Our cookies microwave ramen. The fuck you mean eat properly? No, we fucking don't. What the fuck do you mean we don't? I do, because I put fucking effort into the things that I make. This ain't a we conversation. This is what I made not this week but last week. This is a spiced salmon on a cauliflower puree. And it was fucking spectacular. Americans don't do effort. Listen here. What? Oh, I guess I'm just gonna fucking... I'll just go fuck myself then. Why cauliflower puree? The reason was the original recipe actually called for grits, but I wanted something with a little bit more fiber. So I went for a cauliflower puree with the similar like flavor balance to include a little bit more fiber, because that's how you eat healthy. Eat what you want, add what you need. It looks microwaved. Salmon and grits actually sounds really weirdly good. Do I need to bring up the fucking chips again? I'll be honest with you. Just because it is not crisps, it's not French fries, doesn't mean that it's microwaved. Start getting it passed to another country because they can actually cook. I sincerely believe, like one of my friends has made this point for me, and I sincerely agree with it. You could tell who's a white supremacist by looking at their spice drawer. If they have a like well-developed spice drawer, you know they actually appreciate other cultures. Like if they have like cumin and like they have like you know the base flavor profiles for like various cultural like cuisine, you know, cumin, Italian herbs and spices, but I want a beurre blanc instead. It's like it sounds crazy, but then you think about it, it's because like maybe that's why white supremacists are white supremacists. Can we cancel Starkey over this? What? That white supremacists don't know how to fucking cook? Fuck me, I guess I'm racist. Cumin chicken. I mean, that's the basis for like a lot of Hispanic cuisine. Is like it's like cumin, salt, pepper, you know, some kind of oh, what is the the bell pepper, paprika, garlic. Don't cumin chicken. But no, here's the thing. Because it doesn't necessarily, like, you don't need to have all of the spices to make everything. If you can make, like, one dish that isn't meat and potatoes, then you pass. It's a very, very low bar for entry.
Wow.
Not gonna lie, please don't forget that some people are depressed to struggle with living. Fair enough. I do, you know, that is a good point. Yeah. To be fair, that is also, like, I believe, a failing of the United States. Like, as much as it's considered a luxury, I actually do think spices, like, spices, herbs, and other goods like that should definitely be, like, you know, provided for in the same way that, like, you know, we provide for general... Yeah, I was gonna say not everyone can afford a big ass spice Rohan. That, like, what? Because you know, it's overstating it for the bit. You know what I'm getting at. Welcome on, Engadget. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Granted, I use cumin a lot, but I'm from the South, so that's all we eat here. It's Gadget. I would have cooked more, but good golly, does my brain not function well? There's a lot of other things I'm trying to do better at. That's fair. Also, I didn't necessarily know, because I was looking at, like, because, you know, you have the slime version here, and then you have the Cloud Tiger version here, and I wasn't sure which one you wanted to go with me, so I just went with Cloud Tiger. I saw the DM. Like, I could replace the hair with, like, the backwards baseball cap if you wanted. Here, let me hide the references. But no, the fact that cooking is not, like, something people really learn anymore is so bad. I wish cooking was more taught in schools or something. I think we were talking about combing the last 2 times. You have a favorite spice? Oh, that's a good question. I think it's technically not a single spice, but I think the spice blend that I go through the most is garam masala. Which because I do a lot of Indian cooking. Like, I use a lot of, like, Indian flavor profiles in my cooking, mostly because I'm trying to learn how to make the perfect butter chicken. This is still cute, Starkey. Thank you. What was the combing? Oh, combine. Oh, there we go. Okay, so combine. So if I get, like, let me see if I can like keep all the features and then just kind of like basically make it a slime using... Starkey used to make some... I've made a biryani before. I like cooking with balsamic vinegar. I think I think vinegar is, like, an underappreciated ingredient for sure. Like, I feel like, and I'm not just saying that because I have, like, 7 bottles of vinegar in my apartment because I keep accidentally buying more because I'm like, I don't have vinegar, right? And then I grab a bottle because it's, like, $3, which, like, you know, for some people is, like, a huge problem, but incidentally is a little bit. I just need to work through the stuff, and I am slowly. It does help somewhat that while they're not completely interchangeable, they are relatively, like, you can make up for the differences just, like, you know, with other elements of a dish. One of my favorite things to do is to make chili koftas with Indonesian noodles. That sounds delicious, actually. God, I love a kofta. I want to go to my local Indian place more, but it's really hard. It is like actually incredibly difficult for me because they are like in the exact opposite of where I buy my groceries, and the only time I ever eat out is like when I go get groceries. I do a lot of meal prep, which is like kind of why I go so hard on some of my own recipes. I need to figure out what I'm making for because there are times where like I know I'm not gonna have the energy. I need to do more meal prep so I can cook like large things. I really want to do a nice lasagna. Lasagna is like a great meal prep recipe. Chili is a great meal prep recipe. Mac and cheese, or like you can actually do mac and cheese and chili. Like both of those end up being like really great to meal prep together because like you can actually combine them relatively easily. I'm definitely looking for more good meal prep recipes. It also to some degree depends on like what hardware you have, because like a lot of meal prep recipes get like a lot easier if you have a slow cooker. But you can still do a lot of them with like just like pots and pans. I think schnitzel is very therapeutic to make. Schnitzel is basically like flattened fried pork chops, right? With like spiced and then flattened and fried. I need to make schnitzel. I've heard of based on the fact that I'm not sure I'm pronouncing the last name, I've not heard of Kylie Sakida now. You use a mount to flatten it, great for getting stress out. There's definitely been like a recipe like that I had to pull out like the meat mallet for and just like flatten some pork, which, you know, being in Indiana does mean that's like relatively easy for me to get a hold of pork, because it's fucking everywhere here. Like that's like the one thing is like pork prices here are like constantly like way lower than they probably have any right to, which is a problem because like diet like, you know, nutritionally speaking, pork is technically a red meat, and my stomach does not like red meats. Starkey's meat mallet. Get your mind out of the gutters. Also, true of the homemade pasta making. Anything with heavy gluten development will give you a workout and is a hella therapeutic. I do like baking. Baking is very hit or miss for me. When it comes to savory baking, I usually do a pretty good job. Sweet baking, on the other hand, is like very rough. She's a dietitian that does her best way to make food that's easy to do. Is that what we're calling it? We're not talking about my meat mallet. I guess. Okay, so I guess we are, but fucking stop talking about my meat mallet. That's what Starkey's calling it. It is a mallet I use to smash meat flat. If that's your speed, I ain't interested. I can't do cock and ball torture. That shit makes me upset. That is on the hard no list. Sorry to say it. I guess. I'm hungry. Can I get some meat, please? I don't know. Can you? Breaks out full dad status by hitting them with dad jokes. Something's like happened. I'm deep in Grem energy today. Jarvis, please rotate Starkey. No, wait, stop. Don't fucking. Hold on a moment. The bit's gonna be worth it, I promise. Wait, hold up. There we go. No, wait, stop. Don't rotate me. Don't you fucking do it. Don't. Anyways. Unrotates. Hopefully that was worth it. It wasn't. Did someone say dad jokes? No? Okay, we did, but is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted? You wanted to rotate the bird? Awesome. Great. Great. I'm glad you liked it. I'll be honest with you. Why the Who are you people? Why are you here? Every time I stream, it's just that like one meme from fucking SpongeBob where it's just Patrick being like, "Who are you people?" That was incredible. Yes, excellent. Bird rotates. This is my first time here. To some degree, because like my mods have run polls to be like, why do you enjoy watching Starkey? To like, I presumably to try and be like, hey Starkey, feel good about yourself. Which it does make me feel good about myself to like have those polls, because every single time so far it's been like, yeah, I'm here for Starkey's personality, and I'm like, well, shit. To some degree, it is really, really funny to me that it's like that universal. It's like, yeah, we're not here for the art, we're not here for the gameplay. We're here because the dumb gay bird on the dumb gay bird says haha funny shit. Well, it does actually make me, happy to hear that like people genuinely enjoy being here for all the dumb shit I say. And I do say a lot of dumb shit, I'm gonna be honest. There's something to be said about like with streaming, there's a constant yap pressure. I'm just here to steal his shirt. He's starting to get loved on in a very platonic way. No. Quickly, shout out Diaxo again. You get loved on. Pressure. Oh god, I forgot that pressure is one of those things that activates. Pressure is a phrase that activates furries in multiple ways. I forgot about that. That's like the multi-pass in regards to like teasing furries. There's a lot of things that utilize pressure. Yeah. I will accept it, and I will give it back, because that's how it works. Starkey, your mods will be against you if you're trying to prevent people from complimenting you. I'm so bullied, chat. I'm so bullied. Do you non-mod members of chat? Do you see how I'm bullied? Internal pressure, external pressure, tactical pressure. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things. It's one of those words where like if you use it in a lot of different contexts, you can make a variety of furries blush. Cooking pressure. That's still a context that you can make a furry blush in. In my many years of trolling for Affinity, I have discovered that apparently like cooking vor is a thing. I'm here because Starkey is one of the few I know from the beginning. Welcome on creativity. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean plus Borb. You're a sweet bean. And pressure. You see what I mean? All right. Your art is different today? Is it? Well, I'm working on a new piece because right now I'm working on a related to pressure bloating. I mean, for Slowed Panda, the reason that pressure makes him blush is because he likes he likes pool toys slash big around. Sorry, I meant the VTuber. Oh yeah, I have a 2D VTuber. Oh wait, that's right. Hold up a moment. The points were spent for me to become 3D, so I can return to the third dimension. Everything is exploding today because Twitch API is broken, bloating even. You see? You see, it's so easy. Furries and kinks are like white people and cheese. It's like you can control white people by controlling the cheese. You can control the furries by controlling the kinks. Is this what is this fucking Lois Griffin ass? Hold up a moment. Let me go ahead and test trigger. Fuck, this is my cheese. Oh, there we go. What? Why is Lois Griffin? Queen sings Deep Throat. I have many questions. Oh, cool transition. Yeah, I violently detonate. The pain is incredible. The pain is incredible. Listen, but art necessitates pain, or is it that pain necessitates art? Thank you for introducing a new perspective that's giving me an aneurysm. Must be bad to have a lab coat on afterwards. Then let us help you. This is. I think, is that like a lot of pain or a masochism thing? I'm actually not I'm not a masochist. For some people, presumably it is. I joke that the bit is that I'm violently. All right, fine, Suna, enjoy the shirt. But no, I just joke that it causes pain because, streamer suffering. I prefer pampering. Because I tend to line somewhere more on the dominant side in regards to like the way that I do. One-winged Kahoot is criminal. This might be the worst Kahoot. This might be the worst One-Winged Angel remix so far. I haven't seen this one. Yeah, they could just take my shirt, which is. It's so fucking weird because they don't even bother washing it. They don't wash it when they take my shirt. They just take it and then they give it back at some point, but then I have to wash it afterwards because I don't know what the fuck they did to my shirt while they had it. Even worse than the Cod and I Joe One Wing Angel was like that was like a biblical calling. Like that, like you look at me in the face and you tell me that like someone wasn't commanded by God to make Kanai Joe X One Wing Angel. It's not our shirt. Maybe I'd wash shirts or don't look at my fat first stuff. Like being sweet and gentle and cute when I do things. Oh, don't worry. I've accidentally stumbled upon many a furry streamer's Fur Affinity account. It's very funny. It's like as a mod for DA now, it is really wild seeing like DA stuff out in the wild because I'll just like randomly spot like a thing he worked on like a decade ago, and I'm like, wait, what? God, it's it's like a jump scare. Because like also DA has like a very very like he's a very visually specific style that like I don't think I've ever seen. Like I don't think there's anyone out there who has a style similar to DA. So it's immediately visually apparent. It's like, oh yeah, this DA worked on this. And then of course there's the there is something really funny about like accidentally stumbling upon someone's like FA or AD and being like, oh, so you're into that, and that. I mean, I'm not shy about it. It's just a contrary statement to me being like, I like being gentle. What if I did? Yeah, there's the like. Listen, as long as it's consenting adults, go wild. It is really funny. I have a collection. Welcome on in, Giganta. Glad to have you, Sweeping. Can we shout for Giganta? Yeah, like Giganta has like a lot of older pieces from DA, which I think is like really cool. And to be honest with you, it's like if slash when I do open for commissions, I think it would be really cool to like have like a, you know, like it like one consistent like one consistent commissioner who like gets like a commission each year that I could be like, oh, like, you know, like, hey, I get to see my growth. It's kind of like what I'm doing with my Behemoth piece, which I would still do that, of course, but I've seen your Sona before. DxO, I'm very familiar. DxO is a very memorable Sona. I think that's like that's just like it's a really good design because it's just like panda plus pink, and that's adorable. I need to commission more art though. I barely get anything. I mean, yeah, that's like low key. That's kind of why like I'm learning to do art, is because like there's so many commissions I want to get that I know I'm just not going to be able to afford. You forget important small detail. The scar. I'm trying to like. I'm like, what detail am I missing? Gasp. That's correct. Okay, thank fuck. Oh hell yeah. I love Lobotomy Corporation music. The song has no right to go as hard as it does. Diaxo, thank you for the gift sub over to 3 months. Oh my god. Thank you for the 3-month gift sub over to Shadraw, you sweet bean. Please though, like you know, oh, drink water. Thank you for the hydrate. I love second warning so much. But also make sure to take care of yourself. That's like that's like the one rule where I'm like, Ron Zuko, welcome on in. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Can you shout for Ron Zuko? Starkey, you bird, you. And bird me. I'm currently drawing a cat. How you doing though, you sweet bean? For those who don't know, Ron Zuko is a very, very amazing and super skilled muscle / bar artist. Definitely gives you that sense of, oh no, I fucked up. It's one of those things where it's like it's you fucked up, but the situation is still in like the situation can still be managed properly. So it's, you know, it's basically like the lock-in theme as opposed to Third Trumpet, where yeah, you're just fucked. If Third Trumpet happens, you're fucked. Starkey, your shirt. Yeah, I got taken. Welcome on in, Phoenix. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I think my mods are presumably preoccupied, so let me sneak some shoutouts in. Because I don't think there was one that was for. Okay, there was one for Giganta. Let me sneak the Ron Zuko stream it or shoutout in. But yeah, how you holding up, you sweet bean? It like Library of Ruina is like is like the best game that I refuse to finish. It's not like I can't finish it. I just refuse to finish it because of how much of a fucking pain in the ass some of that stuff is. I wish I could be cool as Diaxo and Starkey, but I'm neither cool panda nor cool bird nor panda. Shut up. You are a very cool bird. You are at least as cool a bird as I am, because I'm a nerd bird. But you are a panda though. Nah, Starkey. I'm gonna grip you. I'm gonna fold you. I'm gonna fold you and store you away with the rest of the pool toys. That's what you do to your pool toy friends who are being bratty. Deflate them, fold them, and then put them in the timeout corner. You can't even deflate them. Who says I can't? I'm a bird of means. They like that. False advertisement. I'm sorry, Slow Panda. You have to change your name. That's funny though. To be fair, it's like crows aren't my favorite animal. Because penguins are. But I do still love crows as an animal. But I don't think a penguin like I don't think penguins fit my energy. What? Crows are up there. Crows are definitely like second or third place. I'm sorry, I've lied to all of you. But but crows are definitely the species that I identify with the most. I'm like, if I were a furry, I would definitely be a crow. Like based on my character traits. But I do like penguins a little bit more. Like your redeems, you can get head pats. Yeah, redeems are a little bit broken right now because there's some Twitch API issues. Wait, you're not a furry? Technically, I'm a mech. I think I'm technically a mech. I'm gonna need some. Are there furry judge mech, like a mecha, like a mechanical being? Wait, come again? So you're metally? Starkey, as per lore, is a crow-shaped massive nanomachines. Technically, you're a cutie, and it doesn't matter. Is it the nanobots? Nanomachines, son. They harden in response to physical trauma. The Raven is a mech. I mean, technically. It depends on how you want to look at it. It is really funny, because I did have a friend who was like, I explained my backstory to him, and he's like, hey, Starkey, what the fuck? Why is your backstory so goddamn dark? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. It speaks to me. I mean, if Persians are basically furry, then you're fine. Okay. Like, really, someone has drawn me as a panda Diaxo. And of course, he has the most important panda trait, which is Tum. Because Ryder, I don't know. To be fair, I actually, when I was gonna reveal this model, I had in my mind, this entire thing I wanted to do. I didn't think about the panda butt. Is the most important part of the panda the what the fuck is this? Kitchen gun piano dub. It's slorbin time. Welcome on a night. I'm glad I have you, Sweet Bean. Don't go slorbin my norb. I am panda colored and high night. Welcome, can we shout out for Night Lycan? People who can do this actually scare me. Oh, speaking of third trumpet. This is the one where, if you hear this, the day cannot be recovered. Cool, this is charging oh, welcome on thank you for the 155 stream streak, Gadget, you sweet bean. How many furry subcategories are there? I didn't know mechas were an option. So I guess the more I guess likely naming convention would be as a morph. Because there are people who turn trains and aeroplanes into sonas, and those are called morphs. Morphs as a as a general naming convention. I hope you saw my picture of me being Queen of Hatred. I did not. Persian takes off his mask, everything's fine, but when I take off my mask, people start, what's behind the mask? Gadget, Shadra, what's behind the mask? That's concern. The way you phrase that is concerning. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna worry about it. Thank you for the hydrate. Speaking of behind the mask. That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is. I'm sorry, that it's such a bad song, but goddamn if it isn't still like kind of brain rot. The mask. Oh, it's just it's just a music video from a specific YouTuber. Like I said, I'm terminally online. So they ended up being a bit of a problem. So you know, people ended up like making fun of them, and then you know they did a music video, which a lot of people took umbrage with, because the lesson of the music video was you should throw away the pool, like throw away all of the meds that adults give you to help you manage like life. I don't know. It was weird. Mask the mask. Okay, I literally reposted and tagged you in Blue Sky. Oh, let me take a look real quick. Okay, that's adorable. That is adorable. The panda of hatred. It's you as a magical girl. Magical panda? Is there a version of you? Yep. All three stages. Yep. I was gonna say, it's like, is there versions for you for the other two stages? And of course, the challenge rating is uwu. Because what was it? I can't. It's been forever since I've played Lobotomy Corporation. See how cool Diaxo is. It's not a fucking competition, man. You can be cool and Diaxo can be cool. It's like people who compare breadsticks to garlic bread. It's like, you can appreciate two bad bitches without comparing them against each other. And in this case, you know, Tay Starkey, can you wave at me, please? Hi, Shadra. Hold up. Hand track is having a little bit of a moment. Hi, Shadra. Well said. Force of habit. Well, I'm gonna squeeze the habit out of you. Thank you, you're the best. I will sit on you, baby. Again, it's the problem with threatening furries is they're into fucking everything. Definitely not studying your hands. I mean, I got the talon fingies, because, like, you know, as per character lore, Starkey didn't originally have these. He just had the wings, and then you know, and then the goo happened, and now he's got talon fingies. It's difficult to threaten furries because they're just into everything. I like the talon fingies. Here. Let me see if I can... So, like, I could reasonably do, like, the coloration. Like, I could definitely do, like, the coloration of the slime. And then, like, just steal the tail. Steals your tail. This is my tail now. I love huskies. I would never own a husky, but I do love them. The big issue with me and huskies is like I don't feel like I could take proper care of one. They're loud and fluffy. They're also very, very high maintenance is the big thing with them. Oh shit, man. Hold up. That was my high school's mascot. But I also live in a hot state. Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot harder if you do live in a hot state to take care of huskies because they actually like very much need the cold. Much to the chagrin of certain husky owners, because apparently it's a pretty frequent thing for police to get called on huskies that are left outside during winter. Because not because they've been abandoned, but because huskies refuse to fucking come into the heat. Excuse me? Why is electric chair? Hatsune Miku electric chair. Vocaloid parody. Electric chair, bitch. Finally, death. Sweet release from this mortal coil. What do you do? Which Vocaloid do you think would be the most likely to get the electric chair? That's why That's why they don't use huskies as sled dogs for nothing. Exactly. I feel like I couldn't tell you why, but I feel like Agumi a lot of time ends up with ends up in stories where she would get electric chaired. Gakupo? What is Gakupo's lore? I don't know enough about Vocaloid to make an informed decision. I can only offer hypotheticals. I don't know why they were picked as a mascot, considering. Maybe they were just trying to tell tell the team to think cold thoughts. His voice bank uses Gakt's voice. Ah, I get it now. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. The internet has so much esoteric knowledge on it that I at some point like I've learned to just like lean into dumb shit. And just, like I just like habitually yes and people. Which for some people is like the worst thing you can do. Because they yes and back, and then you're stuck in an infinite loop. Son of a, it's always just like this random. I always miss something. Can't be helped. On a very unrelated note, have you seen the Steam Engine simulator on Steam Circuit? I have not. I'm assuming it's probably like a very engineering, if I had to guess. Maybe a little, but it makes it sound cool. Now for something completely different. I do love that emote. That emote, and because I know it's also a PNG tuber, are both adorable. Why did I have I been using a lighter shade of black this entire fucking time? It's fine. And what about this one? Balls. Science burning. Welcome on in, Chernaberg. Chernaberg. Let it have you, sweet bean. That I think that audio clip is from a Barbie movie where it's just balls. I don't know where it's from for sure, but like I do love that audio clip. Oh man, I love Atlas. Yes, it is. Actually, it kind of makes sense for the slime to have like a slightly less solid outline. God, I love the Barbie movie. Chef Shifter. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. I did a wrong layer moment. It's an easily fixable wrong layer moment at least. Merge with the layer below. Welcome on in, Rev. Glad to have you, sweet bean. How you doing? Can we get a shout for Rev? By the way, are let me check something real quick. I I might have been the fool this entire time. I am a fool this entire time. I wasn't following you. Welcome on in. Can we shout for Rev? It's Rev's birthday. Welcome on in, though. Oh, the Barbie movie, because of the memes I thought it would be from an animated one. It's on the wrong layer. Listen, we do have a wrong layer emote for a reason. What the Yo, do you ever just, like, look at your own lining sometimes and you're like, what the fuck? Because that's me all the time. Merry birth having. My birthday's in a 9th, but thank you very much. Okay, so okay, so the happy late birthday. We're not late. We just aren't on time. I struggle drawing digitally in general, to be honest. I don't think I can keep the mouse steady enough. Well, I'm borrowing a friend's tablet at the moment. So it's definitely a little bit easier with a tablet. Okay, that vector tools are your friends. Yeah, if you're doing things with a mouse, you definitely want to be using like a vector-based art program like GIMP. It can be a learning curve with a disconnect with slates. I'll be honest with you, the skills do not translate between traditional and digital mediums. It's kind of wild. Because I tried doing traditional art after like a year of doing digital art, and I'm like, I can't draw fucking anything. I kept like subconsciously reaching for a Control Z. That just like it was just not there. Okay, this is the important part for me at least. Is like I like getting the ice sparkles. I also might do a little bit something with like shade, like light shading. Because I know with eyes, like it's, you know, you kind of want to do like a two-tone. Like two-tone and then like some part smoothing. I need to play, I guess I could just snag a save file on the internet. Control Z is too powerful. So can I play Enormous Penis? People have played it here before, so go for it. Give them glaucoma. This is a banger, though. Spamton G. Spamton of Spamton Industries. Oh no, hold up. That's the eye layer. Here, let me What? How? I love starting projects. I hate to finish them. I don't know how this happened, but I guess I think I accidentally merged the line art layer with the eye layer. Which is like that's just pain. That's just pain classic. So much for that no. What fucking layer are you? What layer are you on? Okay, control click. Oh, I see what layer you're on. Because I was trying to draw on the background colors. Replace the now's your chance to be a big shot with check it out. I'm in the house like carpet in this song. Take a shot. You will be fucking dead. You will die if you try to keep up with Starkey, honey, are you working with folders? Being serious, not sarcastic? No. It's fine. It's fine. We can work with this. It's fine. It's fine. I can work with this. No, Starkey doesn't believe it. I have a layer organization. I just like sometimes I accidentally fuck up the layer order because I don't name my layers. There's a game changer for accidentally merging stuff. I only use a couple, but I save my own life. Let me blend a little bit. Just the softest. That's too much. Blend. There you go. Would you rather want to hang out and draw together on stream at some point, Burb? I run a show on Thursdays where I typically bring collab. I would actually love to do that for sure. I need to be better about collabing. It's like actually my like far and away my weakest part. Like it's a thing I meant to do a lot more this year because I got this model. So I was like, oh yeah, let me do a lot more VTuber collabs. Also, did we forget? I don't know if we ever got a shout out for Deb, but if not, boot me absolutely. In fact, feel free to message me right now. Like I will get to it after stream. And it means that I won't get ADHD and get distracted by post stream my life falling to pieces. Do you skip songs, right, Starkey? I can. We should have did a while ago, but nah. Okay, I just want to make sure that did happen. There we go. I'm enjoying myself. I'm glad. Okay. I know people also do like half tones with the eyes. Like people do like this. It doesn't really read its scale because I'm using a relatively dark color, so. Usually the little orbs of the little orb of highlight in the light direction. Yeah. Because like that is like usually I'll do something kind of like analogous to like this, where like I add sparkles, or like I'll add like lighting indicators. I need to organize my tools. I think is the big issue with me and CSP at the moment. I was using it collectively, not just referring to me. I think another mod also did. Also, this is a terrible 7TV emote. It really is. I don't know who put it there. I don't know whose fault it is, but that is a 7TV emote we all have to deal with, so. Which one? The one for mod. I blame Soyreal. It's almost certainly Soyreal's fault, to be fair. I blame it on 7TV. You could have just not added it. I know that's wild. I know that what I'm saying there is like it's obscene. It's like impossible. You have the ability to do a thing, and then you just don't. All right, I don't have 7TV on, but no, I would blame Slareal. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's a 50-50 on if it's Slareal or Kasai. Good art. Oh, thank you. I'm currently trying to, because so this is a redeem I'm going to do a lot more of. I so far have, so this was Ilianos. How many do we have so far? So we have Aether and Suda are done and implemented. My style has changed a little bit since I did the first couple. So that's Aether and Suda, because like I decided to like rework the bass a little bit. There we have Soyreal. This is one I didn't put the music, but is funny. So Soyreal Oceana, which we had to do with some character design for this one. Because they're an orca. Looking back, I'm not super happy about the hair, but it is what it is. So I think we're currently like 6 or 7 orbs. I need to add a bunch to the randomizer, because what I want to do is I want to make it so that way the spin redeem like shows a random orb spinning. Maybe I should orb one of my other OCs. Pretty Orca, yeah. Or Sonas, I guess. I mean, listen, I'm more than happy to orb a borb. I want to grab a cookie and you're showing me off. Scandalous. You did never leave. That's your first mistake. You left. You gave me the ability to show an art that I did, so I did it. I have not only an orb, Starkey. I feel like there's gonna be like a cleaner way for me to do this. I have not only a Borb. That's fair. Here, let me try something a little bit. Let me try something a little bit wacky wild. Selection from layer. New layers. Selection from layer. Create selection. We invert to selection. Invert selected area. And then we shrink it. Let's say like 30 pixels. Okay, so let's invert and then shrink it. By the way, where are you going to send me the orb on Telegram? Because Discord was fucking with the quality. I made a Telegram for that, but you never sent it. Send me a Telegram message. I'll send it over. I'm sorry. That's one of those things. That's why I'm like, send me a Telegram message. Send me a message the instant that you think of a thing, and I will get to it when I have time. Because otherwise, I will genuinely just forget every single time. Okay. Invert selected area. Expand area by, like, let's say 10. There's no object to transform. I want to shrink. It's like I want to like apply like a meta, because like if I can shrink this and it's fuck it. Fuck it. Selection from layer, create selection. Wrong layer. Selection from layer. Create selection. Invert selection. Starkey, am I going to make a furry documentary? AMC is going to make a furry documentary. I'm concerned. I think that's an understandable concern, to be perfectly honest with you. And I am now cursed with that information, and I'm very unhappy with it. Here, let me expand selected area by, like, let's say 5. I guess shrink selected area by 5. I'm in Fortnite, so if you need me, please yell. Will do. I wonder if the song will work. It's going to be it's going to be about the 2017 Zoo leaks. They did get actual furries in it. I mean, that doesn't make me less concerned. I was not expecting to really but it could I was not expecting it to really, but it could go not horrible. That something about the way that sentence was structured actually like fucking like broke my brain for a bit there. I love breaking your brain. Concerning things to read in my chat. That's definitely a concerning thing to read in my chat. Twitch streamer and not knowing how to read, pick one. I could be plenty illiterate as a Twitch streamer. Stargate, bet there are folks in chat who want you to break their brains. Yeah, fair enough. It's like I was saying, with the furry community, everything's a kink. There's no escaping it. It is eternal. It is inescapable. It is inevitable. Eventually, you too will say something that turns a furry on. Something about that phrasing is actually like very, very deeply menacing, and I don't know how to feel about that. That's turning out really awesome, Strike. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to add like an effect. I might have to like come over it with like a blur. Phrasing. I might have to go over it rather, with like a blur tool to like help kind of like make the effect seem more fluid than it is. Imagine if there's a con called Geneva Con. I mean, there is Gen Con, and in fact, that is very, very local to me. Not very, very local. It just is in Indiana, so. Phrasing. Welcome on, Tristan. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Pea. I'm glad you could show up for my phrasing moment. I feel like we need to make a short of all the phrasing at this point. Freud would have a time and a half with me. I would kidnap your firstborn child or your next pet, whatever comes first. Okay, you can kidnap my firstborn child, but you can't have my pet. That's going too far. Can we shout for welcome on to the Lobster. Glad to have you, Sweet Pain. And can we get a shout out for Tristaniel, of course. Oh, kidnap your oh my god, Tress. Tress is a cool borb. Tress is a very cool borb.
Rats, we're rats.
What's up, Crisp?
We're the rats.
Hey Starkey, it's almost peak daylight time. Be sure to make the most of it before it gets dark at like noon.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not about this. It's 9 o'clock and there's still light outside. Like I think it's just as bad as when it's dark too early. Sorry, I had to pack up as for some reason my apartment gave me heads up that my approval to swap to a better room will take place tomorrow. I only found out about it a few hours ago. All good. Go take care of yourself. We got stream handled here. Already packed. I love the longer daylight. I can get more done. Fair enough. Luckily, when you wail on League, you don't have much to pack. I suppose that's fair, but that's not a good thing still. I'm definitely trying something a bit odd here. I recognize that, but let's give it a shot and see how it goes. Embrace the odd, because we're trying to make him look like a slime, like he has slime in his head. I prefer in the winter. I can keep the car and off, and eye floaters are less distracting. Here, let's expand by another 5. Here, and now let's bucket fill. And now the plan is to go through all of this with a... Hopefully, the big thing is I hope Gadget likes it. That's like the only thing I really want from any of these. Is I want the person who receives it to really be happy with how it turns out. Slime's going to need some highlights and translucence. I'm definitely going to add some I'm gonna add some translucence for sure. Gadget's definitely going to appreciate it. Because like I am to some degree combining like the 2 versions of his Sona. And then what is this song? Why is there just a child talking to me? Okay, I'm gonna have to probably do like another pass over it with like a slightly bigger brush, but the effect is kind of what I'm going for. The pool looks like a shout for help. Yo, chat, should I... What sort of BS do I join it? What... Yo, chat, should I buy enough rolls to get the Morganas? That is absolutely a cry for help. That is 100% what that poll is. Update with the save.
Spin!
There we go. Self-care and save. Thank you for the save and the self-care reminder. Okay. I believe in you, Starkey. It's I fucking I hated hearing the witch doctor in this. Here, and then let me go and like come through, because this is my phrasing needs like help. I need like an adult. Here, let me come. Let me brush on a little bit of just so that way like the main areas have because this is the first time I've actually drawn something that's slime. Let me come start. Shut up.
Rats. We're rats. We're the rats.
We come. Oh my god. What's up,
Stopping
Chris?
my wailing on League is not too bad. I only spent like 15 rolls for the Gotcha Mordekaiser skin, and he's a hot buff man, so it's a glow up as I am not an armor fucker.
I need to go back over the eyebrows, but this is doing the effect that I like. This is having the effect that I want it to have. Welcome on in, Sagier. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can you shout out for Sagier? Ideally, these are supposed to take less than a stream each, but so far, my rate has averaged about one of these a stream. What the fuck is... That's a skip. That's not a song. I'm sorry, Slow Panda. Clowncore. You know, you're not wrong. This is very clowncore. Can I show you two skins that prove me spending money on the Gotcha Mordekaiser skin purely because the thirst was a mistake? No, because you'd be wasting both of our times. You're spending money on League of Legends. That is intrinsically wasteful. Yes, I am biased because I hate League of Legends, but Buff Man, not worth it. There's better places to get Buff Man. Mic drop. If you want Clowncore, I got you. I mean, it wasn't an invitation, but you know what? Go off. All right. So now if I add some highlights, this should, in theory, be giving slime energy. Oh, Tenna! Welcome on in! Welcome on in, Raiders! Ta-da! Those that don't know, Starkmore, Kick Cast currently Brightest stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Today we're doing some art. I'm orbifying one of my regulars. I've redeemed now that I have people who hang out enough. I grab them, and I give them the juice that turns you into an orb. Currently we're orbing Gadget. But yeah, no, how are you? What were you up to? How hot? Well, welcome on in, Cheesy. Welcome on in, Tenor. Welcome on in, Zero Nose. Good to have you, Sweet Peas. Welcome on in, Spades and August Magi. What are we up to? Mario Party 4. Oh yeah, that's right. I've been watching you. You've been playing through the story mode for that, right? I think my personal favorite Mario Party was 6, if memory serves. Like it was like the last one for the GameCube. Are these too much? Let me try blending them a little bit and see if that fixes it a little bit. Yes, I want to kill Luigi currently. Understandable. I disapprove, but understandable. Because Luigi deserves to be free with his boyfriend Bowser. Luigi deserves it. In the year of Luigi. Suddenly reminded of the Ace Attorney pack-a-slot? What? But no. Feel free to, like, if you gotta do your stream, I completely get it. I definitely know, like, by the time I'm done streaming, I'm just like... I'm just like... I need a break, man. And then I go, like... I go grab water, and then, like, I proceed to melt into my chair, so... Thank you for bringing everyone over. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Pachinko and slots fused into something, into this very loud machine. Interesting. Is that... I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of how this is turning out. Here, let me see if... That's too much. Try making tiny bubbles inside of him. Oh, that's a good point. Hmm. Then we brighten it up a little bit, and then... I feel like we're getting somewhere. Does it need to be even brighter is maybe the thing? Maybe like I need to do like 2-tone passes. Something like that, and then blend it. I actually kind of like that effect. We're getting somewhere. Here, let me try going full bright. And then let's blend this. Okay, I'm liking where this is going. That definitely looks like a shine effect to it, so... Okay. Now let's go ahead and see if we can add some of the stripes, and then... this is a little bit of like a character design study almost. Is like because to some degree I am combining like what are functionally two different characters to try and make one. Or should it be filled with tiny bubbles anyway? Nah, you're not getting away with saying that. Point to you. What we need like a term like Vorny where you're horny for inflation. Balloony, I suppose. I don't know. That feels like it's like too obvious. Inflate torny, inflorny. Something about this just that don't feel right. I wish I thank you. Thanks, Oceano. That's just capitalism. Hosey. Okay. Hosey is it's given the right vibe. For sure. Puffy? Pufforny? No lie though, my body's a work of art. No, literally. I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to do my bestest. That don't feel right. You got this? This is good practice though for making me kind of think about character design. Remember when the 13th is Inflated Dragon Day? That is important. That is an important holiday in the furry fandom. So if you have a dragon in your life, you know what to do. I just realized, wait, I need to leave the tail tip. I wonder how hard it would be for Starkey to Borbify me. The thing is, I don't know what your Sona looks like, so I would probably need to see that first before I would be able to tell. Son of a bitch. Like, compared to this, you have gone so much better at art. Give yourself so much credit. I know. I definitely have made a lot of progress in my art, but it's still one of those things where it's like you know, it's the eternal like drive to be like I've made a lot of progress, but I can still do better. Imagine making progress. So yeah, like because I was trying to do like the little slime, light slime detailing. And then I think if I like move this like brighter, but also like less saturated, I can add these little details. They're a little hard to make out. It's probably gonna be a little bit easier if I do it here. Because like if I look at what's going on, you have like the triangles and then like alternating. Like here, let me grab this, turn down the hardness a little bit. There you go. Hold up. Let me get a close up. Starkey will get to the level of oil painting artist soon if Starkey learns to blend with a brush with a built-in blend. I mean, you know, because like I basically, so what I did was I took the features of the cat version of your Sona, and I tried to turn it into like slime, and then add like the goo, and then I was gonna add like some of the finer detailing, like this four circle kind of thing here, and then some of the finer face detailings. Okay, so that's on your left arm. Wait, it's on both your arms. Okay, it's fine. Or something like this, where like I want it to be as visible as possible. Here, let me use the shape tool. Because I'm looking at that and I'm like, it doesn't look the way I want it to. Ellipse. Sentiem, hope this helps a bit. Yeah. Oh, is it specifically the hair? Like, do you want me to adjust the hair, or because like the hair was like very, I guess like yeah, because I probably should have sent you a sketch earlier so that way you could have be right back in another match. Because like I can fix the hair if you want to like be very specifically that hairstyle. There is I've been in this situation with where the song is describing. There we go. Welcome on, Bumblebees. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Here. Let me try adjusting the hairstyle a little bit, and then I think I'll probably be comfortable calling this one relatively wrapped up. Oh wait, no Pikmin. Well, good to know the Pikmin at least still work, even as the rest of my redeems, like, you know, stumble their way into the eternal abyss. As opposed to the temporary abyss. Yes. The temporary abyss is where people who get timed out go to. I'm gonna have to make the hair bigger. Chat. If I die, I die. If I die, I die. So much for this mortal coil.
Spin!
The fucked up part is I have to now
Jim.
I have to go and fucking fix this because apparently I can't control the one redeem. Sorry, I hold up a moment. Power-ups and channel points. Let me go ahead and make it so that way you guys can fix me. Alright, the heal is enabled. Twitch. There we go. Thank you, Razu. Girlie pop one out like a fart. It's too late. It's too late. You can't just pat my head and make everything okay. I've been abused too much before. Welcome on in, Big Burr. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can you shout for Big Burr? Here, let me... fucking Eurobeated the Among Us drip song? Who did this? That's that's illegal.
Me?
It was you or Phoenix? You did this? Okay. No. Damn shame. Okay, if you look at this, are you like, this is Slime Gadget? Take the clothes off? Nah, I don't think I will. You know what? Know what? Chat, specifically, do not take the shirt off. Welcome on, Twink Pounder, though. Okay, cool. So you're just as much of a dick here as you are everywhere else. Perfect. That, farewell. Yeah, I saw that guy be a problem a couple of places. my man's bragging about the money he makes off his Tesla in the year of our Lord 2025. Get the fuck out of here. Welcome on, Struggle for Waffles. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. You start for the Struggle for Waffles? Listen, there's certain names. Like, you don't, like, Furry Twitch is very, very interconnected. There's certain names that show up as being a problem a lot. So, like, there are certain names that are like, if they come in my chat, I'm gonna be like, alright, cool, bye, farewell. Welcome on to Waffles, good to have you. How'd it going outside that? It's going on relatively well, I think. I'm currently drawing a slime cat. Hopefully, I think this is good. I realize now the eyes are very different sizes, but here, let me turn off the paper real quick. So you see there's any leaks around the border. Oh, well, hey, that good thing I did that because I managed to spot this. Clown core has started. This is a pretty good clown core, to be honest with you. Okay. I am looking at, my immediate reaction is this is Gadget. That this is Gadget Sona, but like slimified. So I think I did my job properly. Here, let me send it over. I think Gadget's mid game, so. Yep, not control P is the wrong command. You did, and we lost. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, no. So this is what I'm thinking. Is there any changes you'd like me to make? Because like I can make some like. I probably like I can't make like I adjusted the hair for you because I want to stick a little bit closer to the ref sheet. I could probably also like I should probably like soften up some of my specifically some of these. Here we go. I'll be honest with you, I only know this song because of Kusa. I don't necessarily super like how that like kind of naturally kind of course, like it basically ends up splitting the diff. There you go. That makes it much more clear what's going on here. That like there's like a back and front layer. I also need to like advertise these because like I've done like 8 of these now, so that's 2 full Blue Sky posts of orbs. I'm trying not to get too obsessed about the. I will advertise for you that using this as a PNG. Also, that'd be really. That is one of those like paid exposure moments, but I actually like. It would be. I guess like it's one of those things where it's like the ultimate goal for me is just to like have opportunities to find my art out in the wild. You know. So like that, being able to stop by your stream and be like, oh hey, there's the thing I worked on, would actually be really cool. It's like I going for you, Starkey. No. I'm not like trying to be like, oh, pay me. Literally, that's the opposite of what the Redeem is about. The Redeem is I want to draw people that are regulars and who I appreciate for hanging out so much, but you know, without paying me because I'm not ready to take commissions yet. But no. I definitely like I look at this and my immediate thought is that is because it's a little hard to make it both a slime and also to get the side grays going on here. So like to some degree, you know, there's some concessions you have to make to combine, like to include the slime aspect. But I think I did an okay job, all things considered. All right, I'm happy with it. So I'll let me go and print it and send it over. Or not print it, but save it as a PNG. You're doing great. I'm honestly impressed. You did amazing with the combined art. That's the big thing. It's like it's honestly like the slorbiest of cats, the cat slurb. Welcome on, Ouroboros, Aurora. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Looks cute. Yeah. This is Gadget. I definitely was because it's cat but also slime but also orb. PNG. Gadget. Also, thanks to the thing Kusa told me about, I should actually have a default time-lapse file. Yep, export time-lapse. Let me add a video window capture. Capture, specifically export the time-lapse. Capture method automatic, match title. Window must match title. Yeah. I think it's cool. Like I generally think the time lapse that we could probably afford for this one to be 30 seconds. Because it is a relatively shorter piece. Still took me about 3 hours. The curse of the 3-hour orb, I believe, is eternal at this point. Yeah, I'm all right. 3 hours of amazing orb. Here, let me go and also send this over. I also have a Telegram if you want me to send it over there, but here. Because I know Discord can do some odd things with file formatting. And it can mess with visual fidelity at times. Gadget. Here is your orb. Perfect. Whatever you feel like. There's also like, it's to some degree it is also the The there is something to be said about like just getting it out. Thank you for the birthday art. Oh, no problem. Wait, is it your it was your birthday recently, right? I didn't like get it like it's not your birthday today and I just completely fucked it up, right? Have to tell me it's your birthday. Last Thursday? Okay, perfect. So this was your this was basically you redeeming it as birthday art. Okay, perfect. All right. I think we're gonna call it a little bit early, because I have 10 minutes left, and I don't think that that's enough time for me to make meaningful progress towards because the thing I would be working on would be like color stuff for. Think of the hydrate. Did I save it in the thin ref sheet? Yes. Because I need to work on color stuff for the Finn redesign, but yeah, this is something that will almost certainly take more than 10 minutes. Oh yeah, we now have our. Let me see. How many orbs is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You are the 6th orb. I've been wondering something. How does the lab coat work with the wings? The lab coat is complicated. I haven't decided yet if the lab coat is also a part of Starkey's Nano Machines or if it's just like a thing. Like I guess like I could almost see it as like a thing he stores inside of himself. Because like just kind of slurp around and then like pull the lab coat inwards. I'm unsure of that, but yeah. Anyways, hold on a moment. Let me stop raids real quick because that is the danger in the current circumstances, like that someone raids in. There we go. Stop raids for an hour. Perfect. Now let's see who's live so we can stop by. Shit, we got a lot of stuff to. I should have closed that. One lab coat enema.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
I'm in pain. Reading that sentence, I'm in incredible pain. Anyways, let's see who's live so we can stop by. Nope, that's. There we go, perfect. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the art process. I definitely know, I imagine like there's one thing I've learned is that like it's kind of interesting to watch the art process at like every level because like even if you're like a super experienced artist, like there's still things you can learn from like new artists who are like trying stuff out and being creative. Because like art is such a process of like design iteration, like that kind of pattern. Oh no, stuck in ads. Fuck, I didn't snooze the ads. I'm an ubis. I'm a goobus. I'm like, should we raid into how long has it been? It's been a hot minute since we raided into Scintilla. So let's raid. I hate that raid message. That is illegal. I hate code enema as a raid message. Use my emotes or whose emotes you happen to have. Let's start the raid over to Scintilla. Chat, why are you like this? You have the power to be like anything, and you're like this. All right, let's start the raid over to Dark Scintilla. Or, formerly Dark Scintilla, now Scintilla VT. Welcome on in, Peach. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Unfortunately, you showed up right as we're wrapping up. It's Scintilla. Scintilla will think that raid message is funny. But yeah, if this is your first time here, I'm Starkmorph, Big A Chaos Crew Internet. Variety stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. We do art every Tuesday and Friday. Mondays and Thursdays, we've been doing some indie games. Thursday might be an art stream this upcoming stream because I gotta reach out to the person to Rev who stopped by because I need to be better about actually like reaching out and reacting positively to collabs to show people that I'm receptive to collab ideas, because I'm a goobus and I keep forgetting otherwise. But anyways, if this is your first time here, I can spell not beak sky. It's blue sky, B sky, blue sky. I'm over on that platform as my primary means of, or I guess secondary means of communication outside of stream. Thank you for the pets. But yeah, secondary means of communications, going live messages, art that I make, art that I get commissioned, general ramblings, all that good stuff. It's Beesky. My favorite posting platform, Beesky. I also have a YouTube if you'd like to catch me on the VODs there to see what we've been up to. See the playthrough that we just started of Expedition 33, and then we got a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, say hello, Sweet Beast, see the cards got this Sweet Beast post. I love you guys, and I will see you